Alright, we are here in San Francisco with an enormous statue of Christopher Columbus, who, as we all know, discovered San Francisco in 1492 aboard his ships the Nina, the San Jose, and the Palo Alto. This set the stage for a few hundred years later when thousands of other foreign information workers would come to Silicon Valley and begin making millions of dollars. He was the first. We're actually going to go down to Silicon Valley and speak with the creator of Facebook today, so let's get on that. I guess I'll just do a little intro and then we'll kind of go into the interview.
Should I put the beer down?
No, actually I was going to mention the beer. Hard at work. I'm here in Palo Alto, California, chilling with Mark Zuckerberg of the Facebook.com. For the uninitiated or those without a computer, tell us, simply what Facebook is and what it does.
So, I think Facebook is an online directory for colleges, and it's kind of interactive. So, if I want to look you up or get information about you, I just go to the Facebook and type in your name, and it brings me up, hopefully all the information I'd care to know about you, or a good amount of the information I'd want to know about you.
What is it that you think attracted users?
It's a lot of different individual communities. So, when we originally got started at Harvard, it was just me programming what was a Facebook, really, at that time for Harvard, because they didn't have anything like that. So, I realized that because I didn't have people's information like a school would in making a Facebook, I needed to make it interesting enough so that people would want to use the site and want to put their information up, or else it wouldn't be useful for other people and therefore it wouldn't grow. So, launched it at Harvard in early February of 2004, and within a couple of weeks, 2/3 of the school had signed up. So, at that point, my roommates were kind of this is pretty cool. I bet this would work at other schools. But we were all busy with classes and stuff, so we kind of just wanted to make sure that it was going to work before going in any further with it. So we launched it at 3 schools that also had some sort of online communities. So those were Columbia, Yale, and Stanford. So launched at those 3, and within a couple of weeks, each of those 3 schools also had just thousands of users who were all right, this is pretty sweet. Let's just go all out and see how many schools we can launch this at as quickly as possible. So we closed out the year with, I think, 29 schools. Came out to Palo Alto for the summer just to hang out, because Palo Alto is kind of this mythical place where all the startups come from. And got ready to launch it at another 150 schools when the year started, and now it's we'll go to parties on campus, and if we end up in someone's room, there's a Facebook window open, and that's pretty cool. We're one of my roommates was traveling around Europe a couple of weeks ago, and he went to internet cafes in London and Ireland and Italy, and when he went to Facebook just to check out whether it was whether we're still working the way it was supposed to, he'd go to the login page, and it would have someone else's login there saved from the last time someone had been on it. And I think in London he was 2 of the people in the internet cafe were on the Facebook at the time.
Another thing we were talking it sort of inspires people to actually meet out in public.
Yeah.
It's not just an online community. Have you noticed stuff like that?
Yeah, I think that the goal that we went into it with wasn't to make an online community, but sort of a mirror for the real community that existed in real life. So, the Facebook for your school isn't somewhere where people actually go to meet, but where you go to see who knows each other, and maybe sort of a groundbreaker or icebreaker, so that way you can find out something about people and see who you want to meet, or maybe if you can message them, and that's just a really informal way to start a dialogue.
And where are you taking Facebook at this point? You're going to expand to those other schools that you're not at, and then what?
There doesn't necessarily have to be more. A lot of people are focused on taking over the world or doing the biggest thing, getting the most users, and I think part of making a difference and doing something cool is focusing intensely. There was a level of service that we could provide when we were just at Harvard that we can't provide for all of the colleges, and there's a level of service that we can provide when we're a college network that we wouldn't be able to provide if we went to other types of things. So, I really just want to see everyone focus on college and create a really cool college directory product that just is very relevant for students and has a lot of information that people care about when they're in college. So I don't know what that is, and it's not everything that's on the Facebook now.